everyone, my name is Kiamogetse. Join me as I walk you through the process of creating a model of the human brain. Memory, touch, motor skills, vision, breathing, temperature, and every process that regulates our body. Here is the frontal lobe. The orange part is the frontal lobe, the largest lobe of the brain, located in the front of the head. The frontal lobe is involved in personality characteristics, decision-making, and movement. Recognition of smell usually involves of the frontal lobe. The frontal lobe contains Broca's area, which is associated with speech ability. The green part is the parietal lobe, the middle part of the brain. The parietal lobe helps a person identify objects and understand spatial relationships. The parietal lobe is also involved in interpreting pain and touch in the body. The blue part is the occipital lobe. The occipital lobe is the back part of the brain that is involved in vision. The pink part is the temporal lobe. The sides of the brain, temporal lobe, are involved in short-term memory, speech, musical rhythm, and some degree of smell recognition. The yellow part is the cerebellum, is the little brain. Is a fist-sized portion of the brain located at the back of the head, below the temporal and occipital lobes, and above the brainstem. The black part is the brainstem. It is in the middle of the brain. It connects the cerebrum with the spinal cord. The brainstem includes the midbrain, the pons, and the medulla. Cerebrum is the largest part of the brain and is composed of right and left hemisphere and all the lobes. The brain is an interesting part of the human body, and out of this experience I have learned that the part of the brain that is responsible for learning is hippocampus. A hippocampus is a curved seahorse-shaped organ on the underside of each temporal lobe. The hippocampus is a part of a larger structure called the hippocampal formation. It supports memory, learning, navigation, and perception of space. I also learned that the cerebrum is the largest part of the brain and it contains all of the lobes. I learned that the brain is a complex organ made up of neurons. After all the fun I had making this project, I was left with the following questions. What happens to the brain when we sleep? And how can emotions be regulated? One aspect I have learned and found interesting is that a good night's sleep and regular exercise can help make memories stick.